Hello, everyone. My name is Swamp.
It's a simple case of better living through modern chemistry. When everybody's doing drugs, it makes the world a better place to be.
And it is Friday. And, of course, Christmas merch. I'm not going to lie, I accidentally hit that. Anyway, happy Friday, everyone. And, of course, the first thing we need to do is check out all the news that was fit to print this week. Let's see if we can finally get some good news. Okay. Let's see what we got. Come on, buddy. Give me some good news. The Dark Brandon meme and why it's so confusing explained? Oh my gosh. How Let's Go Brandon and Dark MAGA combined to celebrate Joe Biden's policy wins. Why are they still talking about this? And I love that they admit that they can't meme in the title of this. How Let's Go Brandon and Dark MAGA combined to celebrate Joe Biden. They just took two right-wing memes, smashed them together, and pretended that they made a new meme. That doesn't count. It says, who gets to decide what a meme means? Can a meme born in darkness, say for instance the racist corners of 4chan, ever come to have lighter meanings? Do we have a responsibility to purge our culture vocabulary of memes with spurious origins? I can't believe someone's writing like this about a Joe Biden meme. Or does that just lead to the elimination of all internet culture? These are just a few of the complicated questions the rise of the dark. Now that's a weird way to say that. These are just a few of the complicated questions the rise of the Dark Brandon meme leads us to. I'm going to have to say it's not that complicated. It's that you guys don't understand memes at all. Yeah, I'm done with this. All right, what else we got? The fake debate. How plastic surgery is dividing dating apps. Some single men have had their fill of fillers, but what are the consequences of forcing girls with cosmetic work to swipe left? This is the stuff people write now. This gets printed. Well, I mean, I'm sure it wasn't actually on paper anyway, but... It's the patriarchy at work, says Simone Paget, sex and relationship expert and host of dating podcast We're Never Doing This Again. Women are frequently discriminated against when they don't conform to mainstream beauty standards. However, the same can be said about women who do fit into those narrow standards via cosmetic procedures. Feels like we're chasing an ever-moving target. Cry me a river. Somehow men are the bad guys in this situation when all they said is stop having surgeries. Just stop it. You're fine as you are. That's the patriarchy. Sure. Still not my thing. All right, what else we got? Oh, here we go. Trump confidant Roger Stone says he saw swirling demon portal above the White House. Prophets and other holy men have told me that only prayer can close the demonic portal, which is swirling like a cauldron, said Stone. Finally, some news I can actually believe. Longtime Donald Trump confidant and informal advisor Roger Stone insists he has witnessed a momentous phenomenon, a demon portal above President Joe Biden's White House. It's swirling like a cauldron, he claimed in an interview earlier this week with conservative radio host, who pointed out that the observation by his guest sounds insane. The portal, apparently a direct connection to hell and Satan, was first spotted months ago and even captured on film, according to Stone. It's still there, he declared. Wow. I'm going to have to fact check this true, actually. Stone said he was initially skeptical, but has examined photos of the spot and scrutinized live cam where you can actually see it in real time, and there does appear to be something above the White House. How come they don't provide any photos of this in this article? They say that there's real-time video of it. They don't provide any of these links. That actually makes me believe even more that it's true. Though to be fair, I actually thought that there was a demonic portal to hell wherever Joe Biden went already anyway. So it didn't take much to convince me. All right, what else we got? Insane study claims unvaccinated drivers more likely to cause car accidents. They theorize that it's nothing to do with the actual vaccine itself, but rather that it's the character of the unvaccinated, meaning that people who resist vaccines may also neglect basic road safety guidelines. We have a study that finally confirms that if you're unvaccinated, you're actually a bad person. It's peer-reviewed. Trust the science. A new study published in the American Journal of Medicine claims that the unvaccinated are 72% more likely to be involved in a severe motor vehicle accident that results in one or more people being taken to the hospital compared to their vaccinated counterparts. What world are we living in that this is a thing? I'm waiting for the study that just says new study finds that unvaccinated people are doo-doo heads and generally have a bad fashion sense. But sure, follow the science. What else we got? Dean of Trinity College says Jesus Christ could have been transgender. Heath's supposition was based on his observation that the Renaissance and medieval paintings showing the wound on Christ's side looked like female genitalia. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta shame the guy like that? So he had a small member. Leave him alone. University of Cambridge Dean Michael Banner has said that it is a legitimate view to believe that Jesus Christ, the Son of God, was actually transgender. These are the academics, apparently. His claim was made following a disagreement regarding a sermon by a research student at the university who stated that Christ had a trans body. For the love of all that is holy. The sermon was given by junior research fellow Joshua Heath at Trinity College last week. Heath's supposition was based on his observation. Oh, they wrote that again. Okay, yeah. The paintings. Paintings that he thinks look like female genitalia. Which I have to ask, how could he even tell? Because, I mean, is he assigning gender just by looking at it? That's what bad doctors do, is assign gender. Well, Heath, enjoy your stay in hell after you die. It's going to be, you'll have a great time, I'm sure. Okay. Surely we can find one good story. There's got to be some good news out there. Let's see what we got. Oh, nice. U.S. Senate unanimously passes bill banning TikTok on all government devices. TikTok is a Trojan horse for the Chinese Communist Party. It's a major security risk to the United States, and until it is forced to sever ties with China completely, it has no place on government devices. Nice. We never get good news. The U.S. Senate unanimously passed a bill Wednesday night that would ban TikTok on government devices following major security concerns. It's a step in the right direction. I'll take it as a win. All right. I hope you enjoyed that because from here on out, that's all the good news we're getting. All right. First things first. As I said last week, there's been a severe lack of Biden gaffes to watch. I think they've been trying to keep him under lock and key. But luckily, we've got something this week.
Holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to. Anyway.
Yeah, I think that's the best stinger I've ever made. But here we go. The man without a brain. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden.
And other partnerships in global health security to help save lives and combat COVID-19. And other partnerships, health security.
Absolutely classic Biden right there.
And combat COVID-19 and other partnerships in global health security.
One more time.
To help save lives and combat COVID-19.
Near
and dear to you that you
Glovonaut 19.
Like to be able
to. Glovonaut. I think it sounds like he's talking about something from like I don't know, a sci-fi movie. It's like an alien from a sci-fi movie. Glovonaut. My name is Glovonaut, and I come in peace. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. One more, and the title of this stream will make sense. Here we go.
I married Dominic Giacoppa's daughter, so I got a little Italian in me now. I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid. I married Dominic Giacoppa's daughter, so I got a little Italian in me now. I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid. I married.
What? Why? Are Irish people notorious for being stupid? I want that on a t-shirt.
I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid.
I mean, honestly, that should be a t-shirt. I may be Irish, but I'm not stupid. Anyway, that's Biden, the man without a brain.
Holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to. Anyway.
In other news, I'm sure everyone has probably at this point, you know who Alex Stein, Primetime 99 is. You know, he's the guy that went up to AOC and said she was a big booty Latina. I'm not personally a fan just because I don't get his videos, I guess, which I know it seems like it would it would be right up my alley. But it's not. I guess it's just not my kind of humor. I don't get it. He just kind of runs around and heckles people, I guess. I've seen interviews with him, and he seems like a smart guy, and I enjoy the interviews with him, actually. But the videos, I don't get. Anyway, in case you missed it this week, Alex Stein, Primetime 99, the pimp on a blimp, always on the grind, went to Barstool Sports headquarters to call out Dave Portnoy. He always says something, it's like calling someone out or confronting or something. And I don't know. It seems stupid to me, but here's part of it in case you missed it. And if Twitter will load the video. That is quite a freeze frame. That's a beautiful mug he's got. Okay, for some reason, the video's not loading. Come on, Primetime 99. There we go. Here we go. Oh, and then I did it again. This is I'm telling you, someone's messing with me. It's Twitter or YouTube somehow messing with my internet. Third time's the charm? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Well, this is the quality of content you've come to expect here.
I brought my wife's boyfriend.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, I'm looking for Dave Portnoy. Come on, Dontarius. Dontarius. It's prime time. Come on, Dontarius. I brought my wife's boyfriend in here. Come on, guys. Where's Dave Portnoy? Where's Dave? I'm with my wife's boyfriend. I'm with my wife's boyfriend. Where's Dave? Hey, Dave Portnoy, we're here for you. You invite on your podcast, Francis Ellis. Don't make fun of Tucker Carlson, Francis. Do not make fun of Tucker.
I mean, that part's kind of funny, but overall, the video is not my thing. It's just not my. I don't know. I get why people think it's funny, but it's not really my thing. Anyway, that's not what's important. What's important is the absolute insane reaction that Portnoy actually had to this. I mean, this is some crazy thing. I mean, he seems to think that they should have shot and killed Alex Stein for this. So this is the guy is so allergic to comedy that, I mean, I get that it's comedy. It's not my cup of tea, but at least I get it. He just thinks, well, we should have shot this guy and killed him for walking into the building. It seems a little extreme.
In the face, throwing people out of the club. The face, and fucking slap him in the face. I don't think that guy's been slapped yet, so I'm glad he got slapped. Yeah. You hear people be like, oh, they should charge assault charge. He should have been shot. If we had a gun at front, a ski mask and a deranged homeless man trying to, well, if you have two lunatics, a guy wearing a ski mask, bang, bang, and hey, fat Tabalar, bang, sorry. We told you to leave. You wouldn't. They're all like, you leave. No, he didn't. Danny was like pushing him. The guy's like 900. The guy's 900 pounds.
Yeah, Danny was just throwing people out of the club. The person I felt the worst for, I wasn't here. Kevin, were you here?
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, at the very least, what you can say about Alex Stein and what he does is it does expose people. I mean, what a ridiculous, what a ridiculous thing to say. We should have shot all three of them. Should have killed him. Shot him in the face. It's a little bit of an overreaction. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't stand up in court. I don't know, man. This is the only thing. It's the only things that come from Alex Stein's videos that I actually find interesting. I don't know. The videos are not. They just don't do anything for me. But Dave, lighten up, man. And wouldn't that be a hate crime, Dave? I mean, come on. You're going to shoot someone named Stein, and you're going to shoot his wife's boyfriend, Dontarius, or whatever his name was, who was black. But, sure. And honestly, the whole thing just comes off as him sounding like he's got short man syndrome, because if I was there, if I was there, the things I would have done. Okay, shut up. You weren't there. You're a loser. And that guy, didn't he used to be funny? Or he at least didn't used to be such a sensitive little bitch. I don't know. I was never a fan of his, so I guess I'm not really one to know, or I don't know. It seems like an overreaction, is all I'm saying. And this brings us to Twitter thread of the week. And this is a good one. I'm not sure if you're aware, and I know this is going to be shocking to some people. There are a lot of liberals and woke people that are mad at Elon Musk. I'm not sure if you've heard about this. You know, it's a little known story right now that Elon Musk bought Twitter, and for some reason, people are just crying about it, and they have no idea what they're talking about. So, I don't know, but I have a feeling that these new Twitter rules don't apply to libs of TikTok tweeting out times and locations of drag performances. First of all, duh. Of course, it's a public event with a flyer and everything. I'm why that wouldn't be allowed, I have no idea. But this seems to be a gotcha that I've been seeing all over Twitter of that. He said that he doesn't allow doxing. Well, then why does Libs of TikTok get to publish flyers that are made for child drag shows? What? You mean something that was shared online publicly? Wait. Yeah, no, that does not apply. Libs of TikTok is a stochastic terrorism. They have blood on their hands. And of course, what that means, we have no idea because there's nothing that is even related to Libs of TikTok that's gotten anyone hurt. But they love to say it. They love to say it. Your feeling is correct, as they've coded in an exception that seems written for her. How can it possibly be doxing? Or, they're trying to equate it to doxing and Elon Musk banning the account that was publishing the information, private information about like his flight logs or something. How is that at all the same? Which, by the way, that information wasn't public. I don't know where the person even got the information. I mean, some of it is public, obviously, but not all of it. How is that at all the same? They really think these are the same? As Libs of TikTok posting a flyer that was made to be shared for a public event where they were asking people to show up? Absolutely the same. They only apply to those of us who have the audacity to call out the right-wing criminals. Personally, I'd rather know what the rules are before saying whether they apply or not. Well, hey, wow, there's one reasonable person. Man, they love this meme. Libs of TikTok is a digital hit list fueled by stochastic terrorism. Ugh. That's correct. Those are past or future events, not real. Yeah, see? Well, some people get it. But I like the ones, and it's always from like people who look like this. I have a feeling you're right. Such a gotcha. I think you're on the money with that statement. Of course not, because they lack situational awareness and claim it's not their fault. Sort of funny how these shy boys can't come at anyone without trying to throw off. What the hell is this guy talking about? Oh, that will still be allowed. Well, yeah, it's it's only for Democrats and liberals. It gives them another excuse to permanently suspend people's accounts. It's unbelievable that people don't seem to see the difference here. What a crazy person. If I thought for 1 minute that somewhere a drag performance was going to interfere with my life and decrease the quality of it, I may have an opinion. It's not my business, and it's actually nobody's business but those interested. Trump inciting violence is all of our business. Foul on the play, unnecessary Trump reference, brought him up in a context where he had nothing to do with it. But here we are. I swear, they're his biggest fans. So, Santiago Mayer, you are Twitter's dumbass of the week. I hope you're proud of yourself. We all sure got a good laugh at your expense. So, of course, the big story of the week, right? Donald Trump and his NFTs. Because apparently this is something that's important, I guess.
The really incredible artwork pertaining to my life and my career, it's been very exciting. You can collect your Trump digital cards just like a baseball card or other collectibles. Buy one and you will join a...
Oh, it skipped for some reason. Today is just having a hard time with
feature some of the really incredible artwork pertaining
videos
to
loading properly.
My life and my career, it's been very exciting. You can collect your Trump digital cards just like a baseball card or other collectibles. Buy one and you will join a very exclusive community. It's my community, and I think it's something you're going to like, and you're going to like it a lot. They also make perfect gifts.
Okay, so yeah, we all know about this. I'm sure everyone is aware. I think it's super dumb, but that's because I'm not a weirdo. Uh-oh. I'm not a weirdo who thought that NFTs were a good idea in the first place. But, of course, all this did was cover up the actual story that was something that was actually interesting, which was the other video that Trump released that actually has some good stuff in it, but, of course, is overshadowed by the goofiness of the NFTs. So I actually have not seen too many people talking about this, which is really annoying. The actual, interesting policy, proposals. Here, let's check this out.
If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple, just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health. The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens. I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis- or disinformation. And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are. Second, I will order the Department of Justice to investigate all parties involved in the new online censorship regime, which is absolutely destructive and terrible, and to aggressively prosecute any and all crimes identified. These include possible violations of federal civil rights law, campaign finance laws, federal election law, securities law, and antitrust laws, the Hatch Act, and a host of other potential criminal, civil, regulatory, and constitutional offenses. To assist in these efforts, I am urging House Republicans to immediately send preservation letters, and we have to do this right now, to the Biden administration, the Biden campaign, and every Silicon Valley tech giant, ordering them not to destroy evidence of censorship. Third, upon my inauguration as president, I will ask Congress to send a bill to my desk revising Section 230 to get big online platforms out of censorship business. From now on, digital platforms should only qualify for immunity protection under Section 230 if they meet high standards of neutrality, transparency, fairness, and...
Yeah, there's definitely a lot in this for sure. And I'm not even sure how much of it he could even make happen, but at least we could agree that there's a little bit more substance to this than the NFTs story. That's just that's my thought is there's a little bit more to this, but of course this is not really getting covered that much, very sadly.
From colluding with any organization, business, or person.
Oh, it rolled back.
Would require these platforms to increase their efforts to take down unlawful content such as child exploitation and promoting terrorism, while dramatically curtailing their power to arbitrarily restrict lawful speech. Fourth, we need to break up the entire toxic censorship industry that has arisen under the false guise of tackling so-called mis- and disinformation. The federal government should immediately stop funding all nonprofits and academic programs that support this authoritarian project. If any U.S. university is discovered to have engaged in censorship activities or election interferences in the past, such as flagging social media content for removal of blacklisting, those universities should lose federal research dollars and federal student loan support for a period of 5 years and maybe more.
I'm just surprised that he's starting to go for a little less
We should also enact new laws laying out clear
nowadays.
criminal penalties for federal bureaucrats who partner with private entities to do an end run around the Constitution and deprive Americans of their First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights. In other words, deprive them of their vote. And once you lose those elections, and once you lose your borders like we have, you no longer have a country. Furthermore, to confront the problems of major platforms being infiltrated by legions of former deep staters and intelligence officials, there should be a 7-year cooling off period before any employee of the FBI, CIA.
Yeah, he has a damn near normal skin tone here. It's a risky move, Trump, switching it up like that, but you know, you do you. Stay orange, buddy.
CIA, NSA, DNI, DHS, or DOD is allowed to take a job at a company possessing vast quantities of U.S. user data. Fifth, the time has finally come for Congress to pass a digital Bill of Rights. This should include a right to digital due process. In other words, government officials should need a court order to take down online content, not send information requests such as the FBI was sending to Twitter. Furthermore, when users of big online platforms have their content or accounts removed, throttled, shadow banned, or otherwise restricted, no matter what name they use, they should have the right to be informed.
That's such a lame thing. I'm glad that he brought that up. Where it's like, no matter what they call it, because they've loved playing that game recently, where they, shadow ban. We don't shadow ban anybody. And then you go, well, no, yeah, what you did was you deranked the content and didn't let many people see it. Well, that's not shadow banning. I mean, we did do that. That's not shadow banning. Okay, so I don't really care about the semantics of what you call it. You did it. Well, sure, but it's not shadow banning. You're lying. Fake news, man. Fake news.
informed that it's happening, the right to a specific explanation of the reason why, and the right to a timely appeal. In addition, all users over the age of 18 should have the right to opt out of content moderation and curation entirely and receive an unmanipulated stream of information if they so choose. The fight for free speech is a matter of victory or death for America and for the survival of Western civilization itself. When I am president, this whole rotten system of censorship and information control will be ripped out of the system at large. There won't be anything left. By restoring free speech, we'll begin to reclaim our democracy and save our...
I mean, this sounds more like the Donald Trump that I liked. It seems like the messaging has it's been off his game. Like there just hasn't been a message, really. This is the Trump that I voted for. Absolutely. Well, and the way he said China. That it was definitely a major factor, for sure.
Our nation, thank you, and God bless America.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There was a little bit more to that than the NFTs, I believe. But, hey, I guess if you like NFTs, you were stoked on that. Apparently, a lot of people do. Since, they sold them out. I don't get it. I do not understand NFTs. It seems stupid to me. But I guess people just, want to support Trump. I mean, I'm sure that's the majority of why the people bought them, right? I mean, who actually cares about NFTs except for random Twitter users? I could be wrong. I don't know. All right, moving on. In other news, the organization called Midas Touch, which is the one that made that just fantastic midterm election song and music video that I played. I tried to make better by adding guitar and banjo to it, and it didn't make it any better. It was still horrible. They claim that they have a video where in 4 short minutes, a former U.S. Marine marksmanship instructor dismantles the lies around the Second Amendment. Apparently, he will have done what no one else has ever been able to do and prove that the Second Amendment isn't for civilians. And I don't know if you know this. Many people have tried to do this, and none of them have been successful. But, hey, let's give him a shot. Let's see what he's got, all right? Man, I didn't mean to rhyme and make a gun pun. That was... Wow. I'm on top of my game, I guess. All right, let's see.
Hey everybody, Adrian Fontes here, Democrat running for Arizona Secretary of State, and I was a marksmanship instructor in the Marine Corps. I taught Marines how to shoot. Why is that important? Because I think there's a lot of people who don't understand what the Second Amendment actually means in context of the whole Constitution, right? Right. The confusion is I can just be a militia by myself, and a well-regulated militia just means what I want it to mean. That's not.
How much do you want to bet? Already, we can make a guess here that he's going to be all over the militia part, because that's what they every time. That's what Second Amendment haters. That's what they always go after, is this militia thing. Well, it's supposed to be well regulated and a militia. Are you a militia? Well, yeah. I mean, I could be in a militia, but that's even irrelevant. For the way that you want to define militia, it's irrelevant, because then it says the rights of the people to keep and bear arms will not be infringed. I mean, I'm wondering if he'll actually address that, because that's the thing they never address. They always say it's a well-regulated militia, and regulated means that the government will, control it and blah 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 blah, which is already stupid, but They never seem to address that next part. And then they just say, well, that's just not, no, that's not what it is. Oh, thank you. Well, what a well thought out argument. But sure, this guy's a Marine marksman instructor, so maybe he can do it. Maybe he can do it.
Not true. It's 100% not true. And I'm going to use this copy of the Constitution that the League of Women Voters gave me to show you why. Here's what the Second Amendment says. It's really easy. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And everybody always says, oh, well, that's great. Well, what does militia mean? What does this mean? What does that mean? Well, guess what? Article 1, Section 8, Clause 15 and 16. Here's what a militia is. For those of you, especially part of the fetishizing gun weapons kind of crowd, here's what it means.
Again, you already just sound like every other person who's already made this lame brain argument, especially when you just, right off the bat, you're already just insulting people. Oh, if you're part of that fetishizing gun crowd. Oh, yeah, it sounds like I'm about to get a reasonable, well thought out, balanced argument from you. It's like being like, listen, I know exactly how to, let me teach you about this, okay? I'm going to teach you something. You stupid piece of shit. Are you then going to go, oh, well, I can't wait. This guy's going to for sure tell me something that's going to be worth my time. Yeah. And I just want to say, is it really the right and conservatives that are known for having fetishes? Or is that reserved for primarily people like the Department of Energy's head of disposal of nuclear waste? Whatever that guy's name was, Britain or Brighton or whatever the hell. That bald gay cousin of Matt Damon. Anyway, moving on.
Congress shall have the power to call forth the militia, execute the laws of the Union, suppress insurrections, and repel invasions. The militia, in the context of our Constitution, is enforcing the laws of the Union. They work for the government, not against some tyrannical fantasy government that you guys are fetishizing against. That's not what it's supposed to. It says so right here. It also says that
This guy is obsessed with the idea that other people have fetishes. We'll try not to read too much into that, buddy.
Congress shall have the power to provide for organizing, arming, and disciplining the militia. That means you get your militia arms from the government. You don't buy them yourself. That's what the Constitution says. Then it goes on to say, and for governing such part of them as may be employed in the service of the United States, reserving to the states respectively appointment of officers. So it's a whole unit. There's discipline. They arm it. It's organized under Congress's rules, reserving to the state.
Bro. As I said, great. Fantastic. Sounds good. What about the second half? The right of the people to bear arms, to keep and bear arms, will not be infringed. This stupid militia argument. It's so tiresome. It's so tiresome. They've been saying it forever. They've been as long as I can remember in politics. This is what they've been saying, and it's just dumb. Okay, I will even just concede that part of the argument and go, you're right. A militia, well regulated, and the government can be involved in it and help supply it and help train them. Great. I don't think I'm even giving up anything because I already acknowledge that. It's you who refuse to acknowledge the rest of the sentence. I don't know how this is a gotcha, you know? But we're only halfway through, so maybe he explains it. Maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
States, the appointment of the officers, and the authority of training the militia according to the discipline prescribed by Congress. Congress provides the rules for the militia. Congress provides the arms for the militia. Congress calls up the militia. You don't just get to be a militia on your own. And
Yes, actually, you absolutely do. I mean, it seems to me like what you're reading is things that can happen. Congress can call on them. Congress can help them. Dude, it is very, very well known. Militias in the United States operating completely independently of the government. I mean, see? Congress can work with them, okay? So give me your guns. What? Quit fetishizing my guns.
if you look carefully at Heller, you can see that Scalia hedged in his free-for-all opinion. It is not a free-for-all. He hedged. He put just the right hedge in there because he knew that giving everybody a right to have any weapon they want is wrong. And why am I passionate about this? Why do I know?
No, it's not wrong, actually. Not at all.
About this? Not just because I'm running for Secretary of State and ran an election in Maricopa County, right here in Arizona, but because
I did not catch that at first when I found this clip. Imagine claiming that as your county and thinking that gives you some kind of credibility in any way, shape, or form. Nice try, buddy. Nice try.
because back when I was in Yuma as an active duty Marine, I was a marksmanship instructor. Digging through some stuff, I found this manual that I used to use, this giant thick manual that Marines use to train each other on how to fire weapons. I mean, look at this thing. This is what we had to teach Marines. It's a 2-week course.
I mean, I would certainly hope that Marines, were trained a little more than the training you get at a gun safety course at your local gun range. I'm not even sure what point he's trying to make here. I mean, what? Look at this. Look how much we had to learn. Well, yeah, I would hope so. I'd hope you learned a hell of a lot more than that too. You're a Marine. And I hope it wasn't all just in a book that you sat and read. What is the point? I don't understand. Did you know that there are books that size and bigger about how to play the guitar? Yet some people pick up a guitar and play it casually for fun and have never read any of those books? Does that mean that we should outlaw guitars for anyone who's never read the book? Okay, there's a book. Fantastic. What a lazy argument. It's the appeal to authority argument again. Trust the experts. Trust the experts.
Of course, Marines have to go through this every single year to be qualified to shoot with the M16A2 service rifle, which is like the AR-15. But an 18-year-old in the United States of America, an 18-year-old doesn't have to go through any of that training, can go grab an AR-15 and do damage like they've done and murder kids in classrooms.
It always just ends up in it's just an appeal to emotion. If he was legitimately trying to make an argument that the Second Amendment was not intended for regular citizens, you wouldn't bring up mass shootings of children dying in schools and stuff. You wouldn't. If you were legitimately trying to make an argument that the Second Amendment is not for the U.S. citizens, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't have to. And second of all, I'd like to see any actual clear evidence that more laws and regulations on guns would stop shootings anyway. Because I hate to break it to you, buddy, all that shit that a mass shooter does is already illegal. That's what I've always said. I know. I know how to fix it. Guys. I'm a genius. Let's make murder illegal. Bam. We fixed it. I mean, it's come on. That's all it takes. Get out of here.
Like they've done, like they continue to do. It's crazy. And when it comes down to it, sure, some of the Democrats have a little blame, Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema, but what about the Republicans like Ted Cruz that are out there blaming doors? What about all of the Republicans?
Oh, no, yeah, buddy. That was not a straw man like I've ever heard. Like Ted Cruz out there blaming doors. And you're running for office? Good Lord.
Who are not standing up doing what their constituents want them.
Well, I guess it makes sense you're running in Maricopa County.
To do in their own red states. The kind of regulation that we're talking about, universal background checks, banning assault weapons, these are all very, very popular, and none of the Republicans are backing any of that stuff. So you can.
Which honestly is surprising to me, because normally the Republicans back every dumb ass thing that these leftists and Democrats come up with. Or at least 2/3 of them do. I mean, I'm actually surprised. I don't even think that's true what he said, but imagine thinking that makes people are going to hear that and go, "Oh my gosh, no way." I hear that and I go, "Wow, really? Nice." I would not have predicted that. I would have assumed it's like a the Respect for Marriage Act thing that they did where every Republican rolled over for it. Well, maybe there is some hope for these guys. I mean, not much, obviously, but still.
Go out there and say, oh, these two Democrats, it's all of the Republicans. They all need to get on board and do what the American public wants them to do. I'm Adrian Fontes. I'm running for Secretary of State in Arizona, and this Democrat is not going to go quietly into the night. We're going to fight, and we're going to win.
So I also never understand that. When they talk about elected officials who are, Republicans or right wing, you need to start doing what the people want you to do. Bro, they were elected. They didn't just roll into town and start saying, I run this now. This is my town. That's not how it works. People know what they were going to do. They watched them. They campaigned. And they voted for them. Do what the people want you to do. They're already doing that. That's why they were elected. But, if it's counter to what they want, then somehow it's an injustice. It's not a difference of opinion. And it's not even democracy that they supposedly say is the greatest. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. Hey, Josh. Thank you, sir. First super chat of the night. Oh, no. I don't have my super chat songs pulled up. Hang on. I'll get it. I'll get it. Working on it. As fast as I can. We can watch the coins drop in the jar. All right, here we go. Thank you, Josh. First super chat song of the night.
I want nothing, I want nothing, I want no quid pro quo. Tell Zelensky to do the right thing, I want no quid pro quo.
Emo Trump. Some of the best songs out there, man. Trump had the best emo pop punk album of all time. I'm sure we all remember that hit. No quid pro quo. All right. Speaking of which, about the, these right wingers, none of them, none of them care about the guns and blah blah, and which, like I said, to me is surprising. It is very surprising. I would expect that there'd be at least half of them that were on board with more gun control, and that's what I'm pretty sure that what he's saying is not true, because I'm pretty sure there is like half of the Republicans that are okay with some more gun control than already exists. But whatever. Anyway, he's pushing that idea that the Republicans, they've become so extreme, man. They're so extreme. And I think it was yesterday on MSNBC, they brought clearly a brilliant man on, because it's MSNBC. And all they do is have brilliant people all over the place. A brilliant guy that came on that said, to talk about how today's GOP is so authoritarian and so far right, and you know that that's the case because people like Adam Kinzinger don't even fit in with the Republican Party anymore. Because Adam Kinzinger is just the quintessential conservative. I mean, everyone knows that. But and so if even he doesn't fit in anymore, that's how extreme the party has gotten. Adam Kinzinger. That guy, man. In case you didn't know, no, Adam Kinzinger is a loser and is a Democrat who pretends to be a Republican. All right, Harris, check this out.
I mean, the reality is, look, any political party in our two-party system with these giant parties that have been big tents over different factions, they're going to have varying degrees of problem.
That guy looks like an egg.
I think what Adam Kinzinger was talking to in that passage you just highlighted, Nicole, is the Republican Party has become the absolute worst version of itself, right? So because there have always been some racist or some people.
See, I would agree with that statement. It's become the worst version of itself, but I have a feeling we think that for two very different reasons. I think it because they're a bunch of spineless little whiny crybabies that just do whatever the Democrats want to do. Oh no, I'm one of the people that he's talking about. I'm the authoritarian. Oh no, he was right.
People that harbored authoritarian tendencies inside the Republican Party, just as there have been some people in the Democratic Party who harbored ideas that were deeply offensive to some people. But what's happened in the Republican Party's radical...
I love how right there he was trying to make it sound like he was going to be fair. He was like, Republicans, there's always been Republicans who harbored racist and authoritarian ideas. And you know, in the Democrat Party, there's been people who... And you're like, oh, is he going to say harbor racist and authoritarian ideas? No. He says, and then people in Democratic Party, you know, who have said things that some people found offensive. I mean, we know that the things they said were good. It's just some people, authoritarian right-wing Nazis, were offended by it. All right, continue, Mr. Egghead.
Radicalization over the course of the last decade in particular is that it's become controlled by its very worst elements. And that's what's so dangerous. And in fact, because it's become so controlled by its very worst elements, the Republican Party doesn't even have a place for Adam Kinzinger in it. Adam Kinzinger.
I got to be honest with you, brother. I wish the Republican Party didn't have a place for Adam Kinzinger. That guy. No. We could use a little more far-right conservatism. we could use a little more of the right-wing hate mob. If Adam Kinzinger is supposed to be the pinnacle of conservative values, I wish there wasn't a place for that guy in the Republican Party. That spineless little worm. Well, Adam Kinzinger. I don't want you to get confused and think I was talking about the egghead here. Well, they're both spineless worms.
Who is no liberal. I wouldn't even describe him as a moderate. He's a conservative, right?
Yeah.
And so part of what's so remarkable is he is coming out and saying, look, there's
Wouldn't even describe him as a moderate. I mean, he is a conservative.
no place for me in this party. And actually, Nicole, the fact that he tried to kind of call it Democrats, part of what is kind of interesting about that is that shows he's still a guy who's conservative and who's still looking to be, scrutinizing Democrats, right? That's a conservative Republican, taking up.
You know that he's a conservative Republican if he scrutinizes Democrats. I think that actually, he is right on with that one. I think that really is the only barometer for these people on whether or not someone is a conservative or is right wing. Well, have they ever said anything mean about Democrats? Oh, well, they're basically Hitler. Poor Adam Kinzinger no longer has a place in the Republican Party.
Punch at Democrats, which he should. That's entirely his right to do. But the fact that that person has no role in the Republican Party, that's what tells you everything. The Republican Party has decided to become Marjorie Taylor Greene instead of Adam Kinzinger.
It's so bizarre that they say stuff like this. It's become Marjorie Taylor Greene. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Oh, yeah. Because if there's anyone who's in control of the Republican Party, it's Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, yeah. Her and Getz and Massey and, they're the ones who are really controlling the Republican Party, not the stupid, really just the Democrats in the Republican Party. Who in their right mind can honestly say that Marjorie Taylor Greene is the one who's just the face of the Republican Party who runs it? She has all the power. Of course. Totally. Makes absolute sense. Ladies and gentlemen, Christmas is right around the corner. Make sure to get your Swamp Holiday merch. I use my Swamp mug every day. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a good week. Hope you have plans for a good weekend. Once again, I'm not going to be here for Over the Legal Limit tomorrow. Maybe. I'll see. But I don't think I'm going to be home for it. Brought back Over the Legal Limit and then just abandoned it again. Sven, if you're still in the chat, I apologize, buddy. But honestly, I think I'm going to take the next 2 weeks, take the next 2 weeks off just for, unwind. Got other projects I'm working on, and it's just been tiresome boxing with YouTube recently. But, I'll probably still do maybe one more Friday show right before Christmas. Oh, no. I got a Christmas video I'm working on. So I think that maybe for the next 2 weeks, just no live streams. I'm going to take some holiday time off. But I will have a video come out for Christmas. Some more music like last year, in case you missed it. The Christmas album, Deck the Commies and Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition, all that stuff. All that good stuff. If you missed that, you really missed out. But you can still go to my Bandcamp and check it out. And there's a video for it too. Here, let's see. Christmas Day Hootenanny.
Hello, everyone. My name is Swamp, and it is Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! Deck the face of every commie. Tis the season to...
So, yeah. Merry Christmas. It's been a pleasure. It's been a great Friday. I'll catch you guys in the new year. Merry Christmas.